people, it is your girl Nana from S.H.E, the South African Hair Emporium, and I'm super excited about today's episode of our S.H.E wig makeover because we are doing a split dye moment. I'm very excited about this, and in today's episode we are not using the watercolor method, so we will be using our new S.H.E hair dye activator. Now you guys normally use this for your natural hair, however I'm going to show you guys how to use the activator plus these 4 beautiful colors for your wigs and weaves as well. You can also use this for your dreadlocks as well. This is just for when you need to particularly place colors at specific points. Then you would go in with your hair dye activator and your hair dye. So I'm really excited about this. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, step number 1 is to put on our gloves. Very important, especially when you've got nails, but you also don't want to dye or tint or stain your hands as well. I am so excited about today's color combo. Like, oh my gosh, I am excited, like so excited. Okay, so the wig we're using, as always, as part of our S.H.E watercolor wig dye makeover episode, is not in perfect condition, and that's the whole point, to show you guys how you can revamp and give your wigs a makeover. So you will see that the tips are quite damaged, it's quite yellow, and then it goes into a funny orange, and it's just a whole hummus. And we're gonna work on that today. Okay, so I've got my mixing bowls, and I'm gonna need one for every single color, and then I will also need one just for any pastels or any other colors I want to do. You're gonna need your activator, and you're also going to need your hair dyes. We're gonna start off with this side, and for this side I'm gonna use my, I'm gonna start with the lighter colors. The reason we start with the lighter colors is that in case it gets to the other side, then we can always use the darker colors on top of it, or we'll cover it. Okay, so for our roots we're gonna be using our magenta color. Really excited about this one. Now the instructions on this at the back of it are for the watercolor method. So if you want to use this dye on your natural hair, or you want to use it on a wig and mix them together with the activator, then you follow the instructions here on the activator. This one is for the watercolor method. This is when you're using the activator. Because we're using the activator, we're going to follow the instructions on this. If you're only using the dye alone on wigs for the watercolor method, then you follow these instructions. Okay, so the ratio is a 1:2 ratio. That means if I take 1 spoon of powder, then I must take out 2 spoons of the activator. This is going to be for my root color. And then I'm going to do my tips with this beautiful pink that we have right here. Okay, so I've worked with this dye a million times, obviously, because it's my brand. I know what I'm doing. For the rest of you, measure 1 part powder, 2 parts activator. So I'm going to pour in my powder. I'm going to pour in about, let's see, I think half of it will do. I'm going to pour in half of my powder. And then that means that I must pour in half of my activator. That is our magenta. Now going into our pastel pink. I'm going to start off with my powder. Pastel pink I'm not actually going to use a lot, so what I'm going to do is a third of it. I'm going to do a third of it because I want to just do just the end tips with this color, not the whole thing. I'm literally so excited. You want to have 2 separate mixing brushes, 1 for each color. I'm going to start off with our magenta color and mix that up. Whatever color you see in your bowl, that's what you're going to get. And if you want to make it lighter, then you will just add more activator to make it lighter. Guys, the activator is not a bleach, it does not have ammonia, it does not damage hair. It's actually very good for your hair, for your wigs, your weaves, your natural hair. You can actually use it alone just to revive your hair, but it's very good. It has a conditioning base, so it doesn't damage your hair at all. It does not hurt. You literally can't go wrong with the activator. You can't hurt yourself, you can't damage your hair with it. It's literally harmless. Okay, so this is our magenta color. And this is going to be for the majority of our roots. Once you've mixed the dye, you cannot use it again, so please don't think that you're going to use your mixture like this and save it. You can't use it again. You need to throw it out. Okay, so this is our pink. That was our magenta. This is our pink. and we're doing 2 colors throughout the one half of the wig. And this is what they both look like. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my ribbons like that. I'm going to section off my hair. I'm going to start with the top part, and we're going to start off by applying the dark pink. So this is our magenta, and so I'm going to try to get rid of some of that. And we're going to apply it right there at the roots. Saturate those roots. Here. Really want to saturate the hair. So I have done one side. This is what it looks like. I actually went live on our Instagram, so please do follow us there. This is what it looks like right now. Just one side done with our magenta to our pink. This is how much is left of my magenta. I did wear gloves. Don't play like that. I wear gloves, okay? And then this is our pink that is left over. So I'm going to keep these here in case I find any spots, but you have to dispose of them, so you can't keep reusing them over and over again. So once again, I'm going to come over to the side, section off the hair. I found it super helpful to section off the hair. I'm going to start with our front piece, just this piece right here. Moving on to our next colors, I need to change my gloves, put on a brand new set of gloves. I don't want any of that pink to rub off onto my new color combo. So from my pink, I've basically used up all of my activator. I've got some of the pastel pink left, and I've got some of the magenta left. But yeah, most of the activator is basically gone. So we're going to use a new activator. My word, this is difficult, eh? Okay, there we go. Whew. I've already sectioned off my wig. You guys will see it when I'm done yet. So I've already sectioned it off with the ribbons, just to make it easier for me. So we're going to mix in our new colors. We are using our dark purple and our purple. I'm going to start off with my dark purple. The ratio is 1 to 2. If you put in 1 teaspoon of the dark purple, you need to use 2 teaspoons of the activator. If you pour in this whole jar of the purple, you need to pour in the whole jar of the activator. It's pretty self-explanatory, and the instructions are right here at the back of the activator. So whenever you're using the activator, read the instructions on the activator. Whenever you're using the dye powder, then read the instructions on the dye powder. Okay, so I don't want to pour too much because I realized last time I was a bit wasteful. So I'm going to pour in half of the dye, half of the dark purple. Okay, here's our activator. I'm going to pour in half of it. It's not quite half. This is more like... Okay, half of our activator for the purple, for the dark purple. Now going into our purple for the tips. I won't need a lot of this because it's just the tips. I'm going to pour in 1/3 of it and just pour double the amount for the activator. I don't need a lot of this. If you want to make your color lighter, you just add more activator. If you want to make it darker, you add more powder. But a good starting point is a 1 to 2 ratio. Then you see how the color looks and see if you want to add more of something or less of something. Okay, so I'm gonna mix our dark purple in here. This is going to be so beautiful, literally going to be stunning. I'm gonna mix it up. Really want to mix it well. Don't want to have any lumps or clumps. Okay, so this is our dark purple, looking absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna make sure that I've mixed everything properly. Okay, right. Moving on to our purple. In here, I'm going to mix it up. Okay, so starting right here at the back, applying our dark purple. Actually, it's so beautiful. Remember, this is split dye, so we don't want to get this color on the other side. We want to just focus on one side. And I can see where I missed the color on the roots at the back. So because I didn't throw out my dark pink, I can now fix it quickly right here at the back. Need some color. There we go. Right, so continue with our dark purple, making sure that it has saturated properly. There we go. Right there at the roots. I'm gonna make sure you've covered everything. Okay. Right. Now you just want to ombre it properly. This is our dark purple and our purple. You want to make sure everything is properly saturated. Very, very important. Guys, this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to leave it for 60 minutes. So 60 minutes starts after I've applied the dye. Leave it for 60 minutes and then we'll be back to see what it looks like once it's washed, styled and more. Guys, this is the final look. I am so in love with this. I'm actually thinking of curling it as well. This is what the other side looks like. It is absolutely beautiful, a really nice split dye moment, and it feels super, super soft. So I did use our hair dye activator and I used 4 colors. I used our magenta for this side, for the roots, and then I went on to going into our light purple. This is for right here, and then I also used our pink. This is for the bottom right here, and I also used our dark purple for the roots up there. So we get them together. This is what I used for this side, the magenta and the pink. And then for my other side, for this side, I used our dark purple and our purple right there. So I absolutely love this. You guys can let me know what you think. I want to show you guys what the back looks like because I know quite a few of you guys are going to be super curious to see what exactly it looks like at the back. So let me turn around. This is what it looks like at the back. So it's literally like half and half. One side has the dye, the other side doesn't have the dye. It's It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which other colors you guys would like to see. I would absolutely love to cover more colors, more methods. You can do this with the watercolor method. It is just a bit trickier. For those of you who want to know about the lashes I'm wearing, this is our magnetic eyelashes that work with the magnetic eyeliner. I haven't launched the style out because first, I'm still testing it out. Secondly, I am not sure what to name it. I need to name it something. So you guys can let me know if you like these lashes and what we should name them. They're very, very wispy. They are long, but they're very, very wispy. They're not too full. They're just nice and fluttery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in our next video. Guys, please wear gloves because my nails are stained. Particularly this nail is very stained. I know I wore gloves for the majority of it, but towards the end I took off my gloves, and I think that's where I got this nail in particular stained. So wear your gloves. So I decided to curl this hair just so that you guys can see what it looks like. And before I end this video, it's very, very important that we take care of the topic of taking care of your hair after you've colored it. So you guys can see the color is beautiful. It is super vibrant. It is absolutely stunning, and it looks great right now. However, if you use the wrong products to take care of your hair after you've dyed it, then you won't maintain this color. Now, let's say you don't have the biggest budget and you want to know, Nana, out of all these 4 products, what's the one product I must definitely have? And I would say it is the Fanola After Color Conditioner. This is really great. Once you've dyed your wig, your weave, your natural hair, your dreadlocks, the After Color Conditioner is really, really great. Just apply it onto the hair. I like to leave it on for like 5 minutes just so it can really saturate into the hair, and then just wash it out with tap water, and you'll see your hair is much softer. If you can afford to buy 2, buy the After Color Conditioner and buy the mask as well if your hair is damaged. If your hair is not damaged and can only afford to buy 2 products, I would say buy the After Color Crystal Liquid. If you have wigs, then buy the crystal liquid and the conditioner. If you don't have wigs and you can only afford to buy 2 products, then buy the After Color Conditioner and also buy the After Color Shampoo. You're going to love these products. They do last quite a while, and you're absolutely going to love them. They smell good, they feel good, and they're really good for your hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next episode. Mwah!